Hello dear students, welcome back. Our today's lesson is lesson number 2 for coordinate geometry for A levels. So let us start. We have so far learned the following few things about coordinate geometry for A levels. Number 1, what is gradient of a straight line? We learned that the gradient of a straight line is the tangent of the angle formed by the line with the x-axis. Secondly, formula for calculating the gradient of a straight line if two points are given, gradient was y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Third was gradient of parallel lines and perpendicular line. If two lines are parallel, their gradients are equal, and if they are perpendicular, the product of their gradient is -1, or excuse me, or their gradients are negative reciprocals of each other. Last thing which we learned in lesson number 1 was collinearity of 3 points. If 3 points A, B, C are collinear, the gradient of AB is equal to gradient of AC is equal to gradient of BC. Dear student, before moving to some miscellaneous exercise question, let us learn two more formulae today. First one is distance between the 2 points. This we learned in our previous class O levels as well. If we are given 2 points A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2, and we have to find distance between these 2 points. So that distance will be x1 minus x2 its square plus y1 minus y2 its square and then whole square root. To understand this with an example, suppose A is a point 2, 3 and B is a point 5, 7, and we want to find the distance between A and B. That distance will be 2 minus 5 square plus 3 minus 7 square and its square root. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. So minus 3 square will be 9. 3 minus 4 is 3 minus 7 is minus 4. Its square will be 16. Then after adding these two squares, we will take square root, which is 5. So 5 is the distance between A and B. Last thing before going towards miscellaneous questions is how do we find midpoints of a line joining 2 points. Suppose 2 points A and B are given by A is x1, y1 and B is x2, y2, and we have to find the distance AB. This will be, or AB, this will be not the distance, sorry, the midpoint of AB, suppose it is M. So if this M will be given by x1 plus x2 over 2. That is, we will add the x coordinates of the 2 points and then divide the sum by 2. And similarly, we will add the y coordinates of the 2 points and then divide them by 2, or taking the mean of x coordinates and mean of y coordinates. Again, let us take an example. Suppose A is a point 16 and B is a point 34, and we want to find their midpoint. So their midpoint will be 1 plus 3 over 2 and 6 plus 4 over 2. That will be 1 plus 3, 4 over 2, 2, 6 plus 4, 10 over 2, 5. So their midpoint will be 2 and 5. I hope this is clear. Actually, these two formulae we learned in O levels as well. So here I just elaborated the procedure. Now we are ready to move and to solve some miscellaneous question which will prepare us to solve past year exam questions. So far we have learned the gradient. What is the gradient of a straight line and how do we find the gradient if 2 points of the line are given? What is the relationship between gradient of parallel lines and perpendicular lines? And how do we check the collinearity of 3 point with the concept help of gradient? Today we learned further few formulae, distance between 2 points and midpoint of the 2 points. You also know that if we need to find the point of intersection of two lines, then we will be required to solve their linear equations simultaneously. So these few concepts which we have learned so far, we will use these concepts to solve some miscellaneous exercises. Let us jump to the exercises now. Question number 1. Three of the vertices of a parallelogram ABCD are given. A is given, B is given, C is given, and D is not given. First of all, we have to find the midpoint of AC. Secondly, we have to find the coordinates of D. It is not necessary that we draw an exact diagram in coordinate geometry, but drawing a rough sketch is always very helpful. So I am just drawing a rough sketch. I have taken a parallelogram. Its three consecutive vertices are given, A, B, and C. D we need to find. This is unknown. And A is 5 minus 5 minus 1. B is minus 1 minus 4. And C is 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2. What we have to do? First part is very easy. We have to find midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. Recall the formula. What are coordinate of A? minus 5 and minus 1. And what are coordinate of C? 6 minus 2. What is the formula for finding midpoint? This is very simple. What we need to do? We need to add the x coordinates of the 2 point and then we need to add the y coordinate of 2 point and divide the sum by 2. What are the x coordinate? What is the x coordinate of A? Minus 5. What is the x coordinate of C? 6. We will add these two and divide it by 2. What is the y coordinate of A? Minus 1. And what is y coordinate of C? Minus 2. We will add these two and divide it by 2. We will get 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. So this was the part 1. We were simply asked to find the midpoint of AC. Now we have to find the coordinate of D. This is challenging question. ABCD is a parallelogram. It means, okay, coordinates of D are basically XY. Excuse me. We have to find X and Y. So in mathematics, if you need to find two unknowns, you need two equations in those unknowns. So we have unknown X and Y here, so we need two equations. So we will use the concept of parallel lines because a parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Here AD is parallel to BC, this one, and AB is parallel to DC. So gradient of AB is equal to gradient of DC or CD. This will give me first equation. What is gradient of AB? Put the values y2 minus y1 over y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is gradient of AB. And gradient of DC is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This will be 2 minus 2 minus y over 6 minus x, which will give me minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 over 4 is equal to minus 2 minus y over minus x. I will further simplify this. I need some more space over here. So I will further simplify this by using basic operations. What I will get? I will get this negative x into negative 3, it will be 3x is equal to minus 8 minus 4y, or 4y plus 3x is equal to minus 8. I got one equation. This equation is obtained by putting the gradient of AB and DC equal. Now I will take the gradient of AD and gradient of BC. What is gradient of AD? Is equal to gradient of BC. What is gradient of AD? Y plus 1 over x plus 5 is equal to gradient of BC. This is BC minus 6 plus 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7. So this will be 2 by 7. And then I will get 7y plus 7 is equal to 2x plus 10, and as 7y plus minus 2x is equal to 3. I got another equation. So these are two equations, and in x, in unknown x and y. So I will solve these equations to get the values of x and y. And what are the values of x and y? Values of x and y are the coordinates of the required point. So this is, I will multiply the equation 1 by 2, 8x plus 6x is equal to minus 16, and equation 2 by 3, 3y, this is y, 3y minus 6x is equal to 9. When I will add them, I will get 11y is equal to minus 7. Y is equal to minus 7 by 11. And by putting this value in any of these equations, I can get the value of x, hence the coordinates of D. Let us jump to our new question. Question number 2. Distance between 2 points is given. We have to find the values of it. Okay. PQ distance is given. This is equal to 10. What is the distance formula? The distance formula is minus 3 minus b square plus minus 2b square root. PQ distance will be taken by this. This is equal to 10. So minus 3 minus b square plus minus 2b square is equal to 100, taking square on both sides. 9 plus b square plus 6b plus 4b square plus 8b is equal to 100. 5b square plus 14b minus 87 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. By solving this quadratic equation, you will get the possible value of b. I am not wasting time on it. You know how to solve this. Now we move to our next question. Question number 3. 3 vertices of a parallelogram ABCD are A, B, C, D is unknown. We have to find the midpoint of AC, like question number 1, and we have to find the coordinate of D. This will be solved by question number 1, part 2. Find the length of diagonal AC and BD. Here I will solve only its third part. Length of diagonal AC and BD. So this is basically ABCD, a parallelogram. Length of the diagonal AC is basically distance between AC, and length of A and C 2 points, and length of diagonal between BD is basically distance between B and D. So I will just, you will solve this part to find the coordinate of D, and hence you can find the diagonal BD. Here I only know the coordinates of A and C, so I will take the length of diagonal AC. This will be equal to what? AC will be equal to distance between A and C, y2 minus y1 square plus x2 minus x1 square. 100 minus 3 minus 7 minus 10, its square is 100, plus 3 plus 5 8, its square is 64. This is basically 164 square root. This is diagonal BC. To find the diagonal length of diagonal BD, you need the coordinate of D first. You will solve the part number 2 and you will get the coordinate of D. Then you will take distance between B and D to find that diagonal. I am leaving it to you. Dear student, next question, question number 4 for today's lesson. This is the point P has unknown coordinates k and 2k, and this point is equidistant from A and B, and we have to find the value of k. We are given 2 points A, B. Third point is equidistant from A and B. It can be their midpoint, but it can be any other point in the plane. It is not necessary that it is midpoint. This is AB. P can be between these two, so that distance AB is equal to BA, but it can be on a perpendicular bisector of AB anywhere like this. It can be over here, over here, over here, anywhere. So P can be anywhere, but only information we have is that PA distance is equal to PB distance. Distance of P from A and distance of P from B is equal. What will be PA distance? K minus 8 square plus 2k minus 11 square square root. And what is PB distance? K minus 1 square plus 2k minus 12 square square root. So taking square, I will write k minus 8 square plus 2k minus 1 square is equal to k minus 1 square. This is easy question. 2k plus 2 square, sorry, minus 12 square, 2k minus 12 square. So k square plus 64 minus 16k plus 4k square plus 1 minus 4k is equal to k square minus 2k plus 1 plus 4k square plus 144 minus 48k. This k square and this k square, 4k square and 4 square k square will be cancelled out. So I will get 61 plus 1, 65 minus 20k is equal to 145 minus 50k. So I will get 30k is equal to 80, k is equal to 8 over 3. So this is value of k. It can be simplified to 2 whole 2 by 3 or 2.67. So this was our question number 4. Let us move to question number 5 now. In triangle ABC, the midpoint of AB, BC and AC are given, and we have to find the coordinates of ABC. Let me explain this with a sketch. I need to find coordinates of A. I will call them x1, y1, I need to find coordinate of B. I will call it x2, y2. It is a lengthy question. I will just give you the hint. You will solve it by yourself. Okay. Now what we need to have, we need to find the values of x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay. Can I write x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2 is equal to 1, 4, and x1 plus x3 over 2, y1 plus y3 over 2 is equal to 2, 0, and x2 plus x3 over 2, y2 plus y3 over 2 is equal to minus 4, 1. How did I get this? Actually, this 1, 4 is basically midpoint of AB. So I have taken midpoint of AB, put it equal to 1, 4 accordingly, midpoint of BC, put it equal to 2, 0, and midpoint of AC. From here, what I will get? C over here. I will equate this to 1, and in result I will get x1 plus x2 is equal to 2. This 2 will be multiplied with this. I got the equation number 1. y1 plus y2 is equal to 8. Equation number 2. Similarly, x1 plus x3 is equal to 4. y1 plus y3 is equal to 0. I got equation number 3 and 4. Similarly, I got x1 plus x3 is equal to minus 8 and y1 plus y3 is equal to 2. I hope it is clear. Now I will take these three equations. These three equations, please note it. I will take these three equations. These are in x1, x2 and x3. I will solve these equations. x1 plus x2, x1 plus x3. So what I am doing? Equation number 1 minus equation number 3. x1 plus x2 is equal to 2. x1 plus x3 is equal to 4. When I will subtract, I will get x2 minus x3 is equal to minus 2. And x1 plus x3 is equal to minus 8. Adding these two, 2x1 is equal to minus 10, x1 is equal to minus 5. Putting x1 over here, I will get x3 is equal to minus 3, and putting this x1 over here, minus 5, I will get x2 is equal to 7. So I have got values of x1, x2 and x3. By solving these three equations simultaneously, I will get values of y1, y2 and y3. And with the help of concept of formula for midpoints, we have found the vertices of a triangle whose midpoints of all three sides are given. I think you can solve it by yourself. Now I am moving to next question. Question number 6. We are given 3 points. The coordinates of 3 points are A, B and C. We have to find two possible values of K if A, B, C are collinear. Collinearity. Recall the lesson number 1 of coordinate geometry in which we learned about the collinearity. So for the 3 points to be collinear, what was the condition? Gradient of AB is equal to gradient of, you can write BC or AC, one and same thing. So I am writing it BC. Gradient of AB, take the gradient, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equal to gradient of BC, minus k over BC are these 2 points, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 6 minus 10, which implies k plus 15 over 15 is equal to minus 2k over minus 4, implies k plus 15 over 15 is equal to k over 2, which implies 2k plus 30 is equal to 15k, which implies 30 is equal to 13k, which further implies k is equal to 13 over 30 over 13. I hope this is clear. Okay, ji, next question. Question number 7. We will make it last question for today. The vertices of a triangle ABC are given. Find the two possible value of k if angle ABC is 90. Angle ABC is 90. A, B, C. This angle is 90. For this angle to be 90, AB must be perpendicular to BC. Now gradient of AB multiplied by gradient of BC, if they are perpendicular, so their gradients product will be minus 1. We will use this concept. What is gradient of AB? K minus 3 over 2k minus 11 multiplied by gradient of BC minus 11 minus k over minus 1 minus 2k. This is equal to minus 1. From here I will write k minus 3. Let me create some space over here. Okay. So k minus 3 over 2k minus 11 into 11 plus k over 1 plus 2k is equal to minus 1. Further, k minus 3 into 11 plus k is equal to minus 1 into 2k minus 1 into 1 plus 2k. You can understand we are going to get a quadratic equation from here. 11k plus k square minus 33 minus 3k is equal to 2k plus 4k square minus 1 minus 2k. Okay, this will be cancelled. K square plus 8k minus 33 is equal to 1 minus 4k square. 5k square plus 8k minus 34 is equal to 0. Dear, solve this quadratic equation. You will get two values of k. Actually, today's lesson is getting lengthy. So from question 8 onward, we will inshallah discuss in lesson number 3 of quadratics. This is all for today. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel and share it with your other friends so that they can also benefit from this. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.